Hey, Alexus, Love Beauties and Flawless Man. Welcome back to part 13 of what I learned from. Now we're going to be talking about what I learned from my dad. And for some reason, I don't know, the first one of what I learned from my mom, it's just, I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't put neither one of their advice like higher than the other or what his parent went there, so I ain't gonna respect them or nothing like that. But I don't know, I'm thinking my son. I'm gonna figure that out with the Lord later on. But these are the 7 things that I learned from my dad. Don't randomly have children. My dad got like 30 of them. The man got like 20 to 25 children, no lie. And it was just wild to me that he would say, you know what I think it is? Sometimes you might have a better relationship with one of your parents, or you may be able to have more personal conversation with one of your parents. I think that's probably what it was, because when I was going through with the mom, when I was just like something was kind of off, I think what it is that like I said, hopefully anybody take nothing to her. I love both of my parents. I forgive both of my parents. But I think that I think I have a more personal and more intimate relationship with my dad. I think I was just able to understand more information from him. And it'd be so crazy, with the absent parent. Like I said, some parents want to be in competition, like with that parent with absent. So how could you even listen to them more? It could be the delivery. So I think that is where the crossroads was between these two videos. I think that I'm just the daddy's girl, and I think I just was able to understand more from my dad. Maybe it was his delivery, maybe it was his explanation. And that's okay. I've had intimate conversations with both of them, and like I said, it's no comparison or anything, but I think that's where the cross happened. So the number one thing is, my dad had told me to don't randomly have children. He know that because he's got like 20 to 30 of them himself. He just will always say, don't randomly have children. A lot of my dad's children have children, and for my siblings on our side, only my brother has a daughter. So we did really, really good just not having random children. We're grown. We don't have a lot of like children or, nieces and nephews and different things like that. We have, like I said, my brother my brother and my sister, between us, we only have just our niece. That's my dad's granddaughter. So he really just said that. He would always say that all the time, like, Lex, don't have no kids. I mean, randomly have no kids out here. Just wait, be patient. So I got that from my dad. Don't randomly have children. The second thing I learned from my dad is to take care of yourself. My dad will always take care of myself. Like, I would call and, different things would be going on at the job, or I would tell him when I'm stressed out, or if I was talking to him about the dude or something, he would just be like, "Yeah, listen." And he'd just be like, make sure you take care of yourself. Like I said, I think it was just easier for me to understand where he was coming from certain things. But he always made sure I take care of myself. Always make sure I put myself first. My dad was kind of like teaching me like boundaries and self-respect and different things like that. The third thing I learned from my dad was to know when a man is weak based off his conversation. Man, my dad, I was telling him about this guy I was talking to, and he listened to me a few times, and then he just got to the point to where he was like, Lex, I know you telling me about this guy, I know you like him or whatever, but he's too weak. And I was like, what? And this is before I knew something. And excuse me, he was just like, based off of the information that you're telling me, I think that it'll be safe for you to get out of that relationship based off of what you're saying about the family and all of the things, girl. I think it's just best for you to get out of that relationship. Don't, make sure you save yourself. And he was just telling me that you have to know when a man is weak off his conversation. He said, even if you weren't my daughter, just communicating with you, I would know your strength. I would know. You have to know that for yourself. And you have to be able to righteously judge when a man is too weak to, be with you or to communion with you and different things like that on an intimate level. And you have to know when just enough is enough. So he told me to just know off conversation with, body language and different things like that. Just know off conversation that this man is not going to be strong enough, or this man won't be able to handle the different things that come with me. That's basically what he was saying, that the type of woman that you are, the type of strength that you have is unequally yoked. How do you know how to fix a car and he don't even know how to put gas in a car? So he was letting me know, just know, you have to know when a man is weak just off the conversation. And I was like, what? The fourth thing that I learned about from my dad was Jesus is Lord. I know who my dad believed in at first. And we started having a conversation about politics that went on for decades. And then that's when I found out. And he was like, yeah, I asked him, I think. And he was like, yeah, I believe in Jesus. I believe Jesus is the Son of God. Like, that's my Savior. He was like, I know I got kids. And, I'm baby mama this and baby mama that. And I smoke a little weed or whatever. But whatever, man. I already know who the Lord is. And then we went into the politics side of it. So he was just letting me know that Jesus is Lord. Don't change that for nothing. It don't matter what's going on. The politic, relationship, it don't matter what's going on or nothing. Just know that Jesus is the Lord. The fifth thing that I learned from my dad is to be vigilant in the world, to be careful, to be watchful. Again, that kind of correlates with number 4. Just know that no matter what is going on, that Jesus is still Lord, and to just watch yourself, just watch your surroundings, watch the people that you're talking to, the men that you're engaging with, the friends that you're engaging with. Just always be watchful. My dad, he like, man, I'm a street, and he like, I'm always on 10. Always be watchful. The 16th that I learned from my dad was to protect your future, protect your goals. Don't tell the left hand what the right hand is doing. Don't be so quick to open up about different things. Just keep what you have to yourself. Everybody might not like you like that. Everybody might not be happy for you like that. It doesn't matter if you're family or not. And, that conversation went on for decades as well, just about protecting yourself, protecting your peace. It don't matter if it's your own siblings. And this man got a lot of kids to be saying that. But he was just saying, like, for real. And he, got to telling me other things about the other children. Like, he was just basically protect yourself from whoever, whatever, however you need to. The 7th thing that I learned from my dad was to stay sober because it's healthy. And this man, I think one time it was coming from Atlanta, we ended up smoking. I think that was the first time that we had smoked. And then that was pretty much it. And at this point I was grown. And then but this conversation that we had probably like a year ago, he told me he stopped smoking weed, and I was like, well, because my dad had smoked, and that may be where it came from, the DNA. I'm learning a lot about the generational stuff. Some of this stuff is from DNA, so, you never know. But he was just basically telling me that, he's a sober man, and, sometimes it still be, it'd be a back and forth thing, but in general, that being sober is going to be the best thing for him. Just being healthy is just healthy in general. He's been smoking all his life. My dad is almost, I think, like 50, so maybe a little over 50 or something, but he was just letting me know to stay sober. And at that time, I was telling him it's something that I've been working on. It's just something that I've been saying out loud. It's just still a battle for me, but to this day, just still working on that in general. He was just letting me know to be sober is to be wise, is to be healthy. You'll be able to save more. You'll be able to do more. You'll be able to think more clearly. He basically was saying what the Lord said, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And even though we see like our parents going through different things, the wisdom is still wisdom. So we can't judge them. I can't judge my mom. I can't judge my dad. I have to take the wisdom that they give me, no matter what they were able to do or what they were able to provide. Now I am grown, and that is on the Lord. That is for me to take these things over to the Lord and have him to correct me as a young lady, to groom me as a young woman. My parents have done everything that they knew to do, whether they were there or not. I have gotten wisdom from both of them. You might have a better relationship with one parent. They may be able to understand you more than the other parent. It could just be the delivery. It could be whatever it is. But if you are a parent watching this video, do not compare yourself to the other parent. Do not feel like that you were less than just because you probably was there and the other parent wasn't. You don't understand how they let the Lord figure it out. Just know that it's just relationship, and it could just be different based on a boatload of things. There is no competition here. If you're a child, which we're all were a child before, on the other side of this video, forgive both of your parents. Go back and elaborate, ask them what they meant. And I think that every adult should have an intimate conversation with their parent. I'm talking about intimate, like the most gruesome things. Ask the hard questions, because doing those things will help you to learn where you came from. You can't build your own family and start your own life and be trying to heal wounds and soul ties and toxic relationships if you don't know where you came from and what's in your DNA. So me, if I'm gonna ask the wild question, like, why you have all them kids? Okay, when you were struggling with the first 10, why you keep going? I'm gonna ask the hard questions. So always ask the hard questions, because we need to know. We need to know. We need to know. We need to know. So Alexus love Beauties and Flawless, man. Thank you for coming back for part 13 of what I learned from my mom and my dad. Again, I love both of my parents. I think I just realized on this video what it was. I think that I might have just had like a better understand. I think my dad may have understand me better. I think he may have been a little bit more kind with me, a little bit more patient and hearing me out. I think my dad had just been a little bit more fragile with my emotions. So he been able to, so with that, I've been able to receive a little bit more information from him. But I love both of them. They're both amazing human beings. They've done an amazing job. And that is all for this video. So leave down below in the comment sections what are some things that you have learned from your dad. And I will see you in part 14.